Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees survive and thrive in the Bronx, and why the pressure's on the Toronto Blue Jays now. The Yankees win Game 3. We've got highlights. We got Aaron Baboon's post-game press conference. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We survive. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports Talk. The Sports Nuts.
Well, there you have it, folks, and the Yankees survived Game 3, and the Bronx was rocking tonight, and I'm flying, folks. Not only was I flying home on the Deegan and the Bruckner Expressway, I'm flying right here into your TV screens on New York Minute Sports. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I was in the building, and it was monumental tonight. I'll tell you this, everybody that was in that building after the first inning when Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit that home run, they thought it was going to be the same old Yankees tonight, and it didn't get any better from there. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped all the way to a 6-1 lead by the third inning, and a lot of Yankee fans were trying to plan their exit and their vacations for after postseason time. But tonight, the Yankees were resilient. They showed fortitude, and they showed clutch hits from their big players. Now, guess what? The New York Yankees have a liability in Carlos Rodón. I really think that this guy melts in the big spot because tonight was a carbon copy start of exactly what he did against the Kansas City Royals last year in the playoffs. 3 innings, gassed out, labored on the mound, was not sharp, and did not have his stuff. I was thinking that Carlos Rodón might be a regular season champion like a lot of guys on the New York Yankees, and he made a quick exit in this game. And guess what? The Yankees were going to bank tonight on the fact that Carlos Rodón was going to give them 7 innings after not dipping into the bullpen in Game 2, only using 3 pitchers. But tonight, the New York Yankees did not have that luxury, and it was going to be easy for the New York Yankees to get on those cell phones, start booking their tee times, start booking their trips down to Cancun. But guess what? The Baby Bombers 2.0 were not having it tonight. They got on Shane Bieber, and all I heard in the comments section was, Shane Bieber used to be a Cy Young Award winner. I used to be an all-state lacrosse player, and that was 20 years ago. Things change, folks, and Bieber was there tonight. And I always would say to anybody that would tell me that Shane Bieber's a good pitcher, 1, Cleveland doesn't let guys walk out the door like that. 2, Toronto loves to overpay for all the free agents they can get to come to actually north of the border. And Shane Bieber, wasn't he on the Guardians? And don't the New York Yankees own the Guardians? So I don't know why the Toronto Blue Jays fans were feeling confident by putting a former Guardian who we own on the bump tonight. And you saw Shane Bieber's carousel turn into a pumpkin tonight, and the Blue Jays kind of punted on this game. But the Yankees' comeback was not done until our captain showed up with a huge home run. Guys, it's official. The monkey is off Aaron Judge's back. And the conversation I was having with other Yankee fans in the crowd when we were down by this many runs and you have time to talk was the fact that Aaron Judge is an anomaly. He's a regular season MVP. He's hitting .444 in the postseason with 7 singles, and the Yankee fans are still complaining about him because it's rightfully so, but he hasn't been clutch. But I guess Aaron Judge was waiting for tonight because he put some pop, he put some lift in that ball, and he hit a home run off the foul pole. And if there was a goddamn roof on Yankee Stadium tonight, it would have flown off because all of the Yankee fans, and Aaron Judge included, breathed a sigh of relief tonight, knowing now that you have an Aaron Judge that got that first home run off his back, and now you have a dangerous New York Yankees team. The Toronto Blue Jays, if you want to stop them, you need to do this. And mark my words. You need to plunk Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the first time he gets up to bat next game. You need to put one in his ribs, take a little relish off the hot dog. We don't want to hurt him. Put one right in his intercostals, because guess what? Nowadays, the way that Major League Baseball is pussified, as soon as he gets hit by a ball, the umps will warn both dugouts. And now the Blue Jays starter will not be able to retaliate, and if he does, it will knock him out. So Judge comes up big, guys. Jazz with the go-ahead home run tonight. He's been quiet. Judge has been quiet. Trent Grisham's been quiet, who woke up again tonight. So all of the Yankees hitters are trending in the right direction. Now, I told you, this is emulating the comeback of the Boston Red Sox against the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees got out until this 3-0 game lead, and they didn't have anyone to pitch the remaining games, and they scored so many runs that they hardly scored any runs in the next 4 games. I told you on this program last night, a team only has so many bullets in the arsenal, folks, and I think that's what you're starting to see with the Toronto Blue Jays. Where is the pitching coming from? Where is the bullpen coming from? They just used 8 more bullpen guys. They used 9 last game. The Toronto Blue Jays are a TBD, to be determined, starting pitcher for next game. They are having a full-blown bullpen session game tomorrow. So, Toronto fans, the question is to you in the comment section, are the Toronto Blue Jays punting on tomorrow's game, and are they playing for a Game 5 in Toronto, a do-or-die game? But I'll tell you, you know who's the MVP of today's game? It's none other than Tim Hill from AutoZone, Employee of the Week every goddamn week. Tim Hill was in the dugout. I peeked over the railing. I saw him hitting that Camel Crush half menthol. He showed up in his El Camino to the stadium, and boy, you know what that guy likes other than a big pair of tits? Throwing split finger fastballs. Woo! And Tim, King of the Hill, was on his game tonight. He had 2 innings, and he was lights out. That's what I'm saying about Tim Hill. You could bring him in any inning, 5th inning, 6th inning. You could bring him in on the goddamn moon, okay? You can make him pitch to left-handers. You can make him pitch to right-handers.
And they're off. We got the and he's stumbling below. And they got him.
Tim Hill was dealing on the mound like he had his last $1,000 in his checking account, 3 packs of Camel Crushes, and his old lady on the line tonight, and he came up huge. You know who else came up huge? Lolev Dev. Yeah, I said it. And everybody in the stadium could not imagine what Lolev Dev did tonight, because he showed up and he was lights out again tonight. Jazz with a huge home run. That thing was monumental. Jazz is waking up. I'm telling you, the Yankees are trending in the right direction, and the Toronto Blue Jays are getting cute, but they might be getting a little too cute with the New York Yankees. And I heard a lot of shit talk in the first 2 games, and a lot of the Toronto Blue Jay fans thought that they already had this thing won. And I know the Toronto Blue Jay fans thought that when they went up by 5 runs, that the Toronto Blue Jays were going to ice this again. Quick about Austin Wells, by the way. Austin Wells has been around every major scoring opportunity in every series. It was against the Boston Red Sox, the hot shot to the first baseman, the single down the right field, and now tonight he's around another big play with a single down the right field line. Also, another thing, The Yankees produced runs tonight. It just wasn't the home run ball. I believe they had 3 sac flies. I can't look at it right now. Too much stimulus around, Eric, at games. I'm recording, I'm talking, I'm spreading the word in New York Minute, and go to NEWYRKMIN on Instagram to see all the clips from the game today. But the Yankees were, and look at Caballero's final play for the out. Look at that defensive play at third base. He came in for McMahon when they pinched hit for him. The Yankees were firing on all cylinders tonight. They did not let Baboon make them out. They did not make Baboon work them out of this game. They kept it out of his hands. The offense showed up. So all I know is that the New York Yankees tomorrow, and I will be in the building and have absolutely no voice to do the postgame show tomorrow. But all I know is the New York Yankees are trending in the right direction. The Toronto Blue Jays seem like they're a team trying not to lose. And when you go up 2 games, I've been here as a Yankee fan before. The Yankees have been swept by the Boston Red Sox. The Yankees lost a terrible series to the Arizona Diamondbacks. I've seen the Yankees lose to the Florida Marlins. I've seen a lot of Yankee games in my life. I see one team like the Toronto Blue Jays sitting still thinking this thing was over, and I have the Yankees who have their big boppers who haven't done anything trending in the right direction. The New York Yankees defeated the Boston Red Sox without Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, or Giancarlo Stanton doing anything. The New York Yankees are still in this series right now with the number 1 seed in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays, with their starting pitching doing absolute dog shit in this series. So it's going to be up to Cam Schlittler. I am a huge fan of law of averages, and the Yankees are overdue for a good starting performance tomorrow. And then when Game 5 presents itself, if the Yankees get a dub tomorrow, then they can start worrying about it tomorrow. But Aaron Boone has this team approached, has this team locked and loaded. This team looks confident. This team, and one of the things from being in the stadium that you don't get from watching it on your TV screen is that when the Yankees were down 6-1, I've been in situations in the building where it felt like it was a funeral. It felt like all the air had been let out of the stadium. When the Yankees were down 6-1 tonight, it was okay. The atmosphere in the building was good. I had to tell 2 Toronto fans off behind of us because they were getting a little too cute. Listen, if you're going to go to Yankee Stadium, cheer for your team. Don't start putting shit in my direction because New York Minute will have something to say for you. So, and those 2 guys are watching the show right now. So it was nice meeting you. It was your first time in New York. You got a perfect New York Minute welcome to you when I told you were going over where Jazz hit his home run ball. It was hilarious, but the New York Yankees are winners. Let's go to Aaron Boone, Bubbles, Buffoon, Babbles, Buffoon with a huge win off the pole. Aaron Judge, thank you for showing up tonight. Let's go to the Aaron Boone postgame press conference.
That emotional roller coaster to stay alive there.
Yeah, obviously awesome. Just the continue to keep your nose down and compete when it's not looking great, and just a lot of really good quality at bats to work our way back into it. Thought some important plays in the field and the bullpen. Just piecing it together so well, without, I think without really over.
That's some good company. 1996 World Series Game 4, 4th comeback of 5+ runs in postseason history. Also, the biggest comeback in any elimination game in Yankee history. I've been to 3 elimination games. I went to Game 2 and Game 3 against the Red Sox, and I was in the building again tonight. I'm literally putting everything in my life aside to go to the building tomorrow because I feel like I'm a rabbit's foot. Let me know in the comments section below, how are you guys feeling? What's the confidence level, Yankee fans? Let me know.
Taxing anyone too, which obviously is big going into another game tomorrow.
Perhaps no swing bigger than Aaron Judge's today in that 4th inning. Off the bat, what are you thinking when you see that ball go towards left field? Are you thinking that's staying fair?
I did, because it held right away. And so I'm, I have such a good angle from where I sit on fair foul down the left field line.
I couldn't tell if that was fair or foul from where I was sitting. I was sitting in right field, and I'm just going, please, please, please. I had to ask somebody if it was a home run. I had to wait. I usually am a good judge of character when the ball's going out. I've seen so many games there. I'm just yelling, please, please. I don't know how I'm going to have a voice tomorrow. I'm going to have to get some AI to dub my voice, but you can't dub this beautiful voice. And remember, Susan, that's baseball.
So I was kind of giving it some body language, but I felt like it was going to hold. And the wind most of the night, you know, you saw in the Barger pop fly, the ball was carrying the left, and that at bat, when I looked up, the flag was dead. So probably keeping it from maybe blowing it foul or even deeper, but just a really good swing to keep himself tight to that ball.
I got to give it up to Boone, man. These guys have faced elimination now 3 times in the face, and they've come up aces every time. It didn't start off like the game they wanted to, but how many times have the Yankees not responded like this? How many times have the Yankees just packed it in? They just fucking just give up. But now tonight, look at this. Big time, 9 runs, 12 hits, and 0 errors. That was key. The Blue Jays made mistakes tonight, and the Blue Jays usually don't make defensive mistakes. I don't know if the Blue Jays feel this slipping away from them or if they're sitting back with their feet up on the desk. But now there is more pressure on the Toronto Blue Jays because when you are up like that and you're supposed to win, now the pressure is on. Toronto Blue Jay fans, are you feeling the pressure of the New York Yankees? Give me your fair, honest commentary below.
To be able to not spin off and just hook it and to keep it fair.
We're going to stay over there with Bruce and then Chris.
Dude, look at this stat. Judge, 6th postseason home run in an elimination game, tied all-time most with David Ortiz, one of the most clutch playoff players Aaron Judge shares a stat with. Also, Aaron Judge, last time I checked, I think he's up to 18 postseason home runs career. That's 2 more than Giancarlo Stanton. So this is the anomaly of Aaron Judge. He hits .444. He has 7 singles in the playoffs. He doesn't hit a home run. He's an unclutch bum who can't field the ball. This is a guy is one of the greatest players ever to watch, Breath, but he makes me scratch my head. And just like I said before, that's baseball, Susan.
You're confident in your team before the game, but when you're down 6-1, what are you thinking? Does it change your mindset where you?
No, it's competition. You just, playoff baseball too. Anything can happen. And, you just got to keep grinding away and to get 2 back, in that, what was it, the third, to 6-3 there. It's like, okay, settled back into it a little bit. And obviously Judgy hits the big homer.
Yeah, the pace of this game was very, very slow. I don't know if the New York Yankees thought this was the last game they were going to play and wanted to empty the meat fridge and get rid of all their dead stock if this was going to be the last game. But Major League Baseball was going to commercial break, and they were slowing things down. I looked at the box score, and I'm like, holy shit, it's the 5th inning? I thought it was the 8th inning. So the New York Yankees, they got down really early, but they were able to bounce back early and put some runs on the board. It wasn't like they had a dominant ace on the hill where the Yankees felt defeated and they weren't reading the ball well. They know Shane Bieber. They've seen him 100 times. Once they knew that they can get him out of the game, then it was a matter of just tiring out the bullpen arms. I keep hearing about the Blue Jay arms, but now you have, in the last 2 games, the Toronto Blue Jays have presented 17 bullpen arms, 17 pitchers.
We're able to tack on, but just an awesome team win. So many guys playing an important role in some shape or form.
The replacements, Caballero with that defensive play at the end of the game to end it. Paul Goldschmidt coming in, having a decent pesky at bat. These guys that came in, even Rosario came in and had a pesky at bat. Like, the guys that are coming into the game are showing a pulse, and when they do, they're becoming impact players. Jazz, by the way, hits home runs in bunches. With that home run tonight, when he hits the ball to right field, you know he's going well. And and that was a 70% swing. That's exactly what we need for my adopted son of the year, Jazz Chisholm. And Jazz, I know you're watching. Your Uncle Eric loves you, buddy. You're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Makes it a lot of fun.
You've got 3 wins in elimination games now. Can you comment on that?
We need another one tomorrow. So we'll enjoy this for about 10 minutes and get ready for tomorrow.
Up front on your left, Aaron, Chris?
With how far in that ball was on Judge's hands, 100 miles
It's a great record, 11-3 in the last 14 home elimination games for the New York Yankees.
an hour. Were you at all shocked with his ability to get his hands in and pull it as far as he did?
No, I mean, it's an amazing swing. You know, that shades a...
Also, Aaron Judge, when he's starting to go in the right direction, he starts hitting singles. You notice when he comes out of a slump, he pulls the singles down the third baseline. You notice when he starts doing that, then he's starting to wake up. Those singles down the third baseline, they turn into singles kind of right down the middle of the field. Then he starts to elevate, and that's why he's a little tricky to watch, because he has a trapdoor slump where he comes out, he's starting to go right, but then he starts to elevate the ball, and he's getting loud outs. And what I mean by loud outs is line drive, good contact with the ball, and it's like when a pitcher is getting outs in the beginning of the game, but you're hearing it off the bat, and these guys are hitting it to the warning track. Those are loud outs. Trent Grisham had 2 loud outs tonight to left field, and he's starting to put some mustard behind the ball. So like I said before, this could be wishful thinking. I could be thinking myself into origami here to give the Yankees a chance, but I don't care. It's playoffs. It's the season of infinite hope, and I am here, and I've been in the building every single night for the Yankees playoff games, and I will be there tomorrow night. Hit me up if you're there. Let's cook it up. Let's chat it up.
Edgar Martinez right there, taking that high and tight one and keeping it fair down the line. Manny Ramirez used to do that really well too. But just a great swing on a pretty nasty pitch, obviously.
On your right, Aaron, Andy?
First, is Caballero okay?
Yeah.
Was that?
It's his finger that, you know, he's kind of really the whole second half is kind of every now and then on a swing, it kind of acts up on him.
And when they're going to throw a bullpen game tomorrow and not tell anyone what their plans are until the morning, how does that impact your ability to game plan? Or knowing it's a bullpen game, do you just maybe tend to drift toward your best lineup rather than worry about matchups that you don't know about in advance?
No, I'd probably lean towards a little.
You know, in Boone's defense, Booney knows something about pulling major home runs down the left field line in Yankee Stadium against the Boston Red Sox. That's why he had that little grin on his face. I didn't pick up on that because he was talking about Edgar Martinez and the greats and stuff. But hey, Boone needs to throw himself in that. Remember that home run that he golf swing right down the left field line?
A little more true balance.
Side note, you got to remember Aaron Boone got hurt in the offseason playing basketball. He told the Yankees that he was washing his car. He hurt his ankle. He voided his contract and got the New York Yankees Alex Rodriguez. So Aaron Boone has beat the Red Sox. He's got us Alex Rodriguez. Now he's just got to get us a chip, and he might be one of the greatest Yankees of all time.
Or knowing, you know, try and make them make some tough decisions throughout.
I will go down the line to Ian and then Joel.
Now that Judge has added a very dramatic home run to the base hits this postseason, do you think this entire experience is having a liberating impact on him and might bode well going forward?
I mean, honestly, I you guys ask me all the time about how he handles it all so well. So he'll be, you know, it's like on to the next one now and be ready to go. But I mean, obviously.
Yo, not for nothing, Kyle Schwarber just went 0 for 26 in the postseasons. So, I just hit my weed pen way too hard. Oh, fuck. You know, that's the thing. Aaron Judge isn't going 0 for. Like, Kyle Schwarber right now, who's like the best hitter in baseball, is 0 for 26 in the playoffs. Aaron Judge has 8 singles. He's hitting .444. Also, my buddy Pat, who was at the game, and you'll see him in social media, playoff Patty, as I like to call him. He looks at, he taps my shoulder, goes, look at Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s OPS. It was 2,100.
I'm happy for him in that he had such an amazing, game. Really, and you consider the defense as well. Just an awesome MVP like performance. But regardless, I don't worry about Aaron and his,
Yeah, he's the last guy you should be worried about. What he should be worried about is that the starting pitching is MIA right now, and that the New York Yankees are not firing on all facets of the baseball. Now, they're starting pitching Max Fried, Carlos Rodón. Like I said, I am a guy of the law of averages. Should he start? The next one's going to be pretty good. So Cam Schlittler, I'm a little worried about his start tomorrow. Hopefully the pressure doesn't get to him. I'm stuck in between, like, him coming out. The switch has flipped. He's the next Josh Beckett. He's unlocked his all-star. He's a primo pitcher now. Or he shows up tomorrow, gives the Yankees 5 innings, 89 pitches, gets a bunch of runners on the bags. I don't know. The Yankees need to take care of business tomorrow in the Bronx. The Toronto Blue Jays are throwing out a bullpen game. The New York Yankees need to go into the Bronx and execute tomorrow, and you need to go to New York Minute Sports. That's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. We're going to have it wall to wall. Game 4, Yankees, Blue Jays in the Bronx tomorrow night. I'm going to be broadcasting live from the Bronx. I'm going to be doing the post game after the show live with you guys. Game 4, Yankees, Cam Schlittler against the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Bye.